Here are the answers to the Day 4 bell work. In the Day 2 question, you identified some ionic compounds. Now let's do some molecular compounds. Write the name of the molecular compound. Question A, we have the O for oxygen, we have the capital F for fluorine, and the F has a subscript of 4. This is oxygen tetrafluoride. To create that name, I followed some rules that we've learned about naming molecular compounds. The subscripts are used as prefixes on the words. Because of the subscript 4 on the capital F, I created the word tetrafluoride. If there had been a subscript on the capital O, I would have used a prefix in front of the word oxygen. There is only one oxygen, and there is a prefix that represents one, mono, but you only use mono on the second word in the name, never on the first word. Another rule that I followed is that the second word in the name ends in "ide," so I changed the element name fluorine into fluoride. Question B, capital C and the capital O. The capital C is carbon. The capital O is the element oxygen. Now let's think about how we need to modify that word. We need to change the ending, oxide, and we need to give it a prefix. There is only one oxygen, so it's monoxide, or even shorter, monoxide. Carbon monoxide. I've done 2 examples in a row where the first word in the name doesn't begin with a prefix, but that's only because there was one oxygen in question A and there was one carbon in question B. You don't use the prefix mono to mean one when it's the first word in the name of a molecular compound. Question C, we have S2 and Br10. S is sulfur, and this time there is a subscript of 2. This is disulfur. Now let's handle the Br10. Br is bromide, and the prefix meaning 10 is deca, decabromide. Question D and E, write the formula for the molecular compound. Dinitrogen is N2. Tetroxide is like tetraoxide, so O4. Question E, pentasulfur is S5. Trichloride is Cl3. Notice how much faster it is to write the formulas for molecular compounds than it was to write the formula for ionic compounds. Ionic compounds, we had to worry about making the positive and negative charges match. Molecular compounds don't involve positive and negative charges, so the formulas are very fast to write simply by looking at the words and coming up with the symbols and the subscript numbers.